After meeting with our education specialist counterparts at Mississippi State, they expressed to us that they wanted an app that would assist people with dyslexia on literacy skills. I drew up a plan for an AR assistive reader. The app works by scanning text in the environment and then provides the user with visual and auditory reinforcement in the form of an AR image and text-to-speech, as well as a definition. I made a detailed plan for my team with different APIs and libraries we could leverage, and they picked it up and got the ball rolling. I then picked up on Rachel's accessible design layout and made the graphics for the app, including the icons, visual styling, and the app logo.
So for the UI in this app, we ended up doing a lot of research and we put a lot of thought and work into it. We chose our color scheme because we believe that it should help make it more readable. The baby blue background with the black text should make it so the users who spend more time reading the app instead of just using the text-to-speech will be able to read it without hopefully any troubles. We also went with the Open Dyslexic font for that same reason, as well as the kerning. And then we tried to use image buttons as often as possible, so even the users who can't quite read should have an easy time navigating the app.
One of the features that we wanted this application to have was the ability for students to scan in text that they encounter in the real world or have handwritten themselves. In order to do this, we accessed Apple's Vision Framework. Using Apple's Vision Framework, we were able to scan text and transcribe that into data that we can use for other applications within the project.
With the app that we had planned to make, one of the big things we needed to do was be able to pull images from the internet and be able to place them in an AR space. So my primary task was to create a custom Google search engine that only returns images and it has safe search on so that it's fit for young kids. The goal there was then to use a custom API call so that we could pull the first image of results from either searching a word or scanning a word or phrase. And then I created a view where there's an AR space, augmented reality, and the user can then place the image in that AR space so that they can better associate an image with a word for the future. I also decided to add another API call, this time to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, so that we can provide further information about those words so that they can truly understand them. And in addition to this, we also made sure to add text-to-speech functionality on all of these aspects so that if they need help reading it, it can be essentially read to them.
The mature female of cattle, genus Boss.
On the project, I worked as the project manager for the internal development team. My main role was just making sure everyone got all of their stuff done, kind of divvying up tasks, doing weekly updates, getting all that stuff from everyone. And then as the project manager, I also handled pretty much all of the client interactions when that came to like our in-person meetings, kind of getting the clients to understand kind of what the app is, how development is progressing throughout the weeks, what like the scope of the project was going to end up being, and kind of all that stuff.
Primary responsibility on the project was to assist with bug fixes, specifically with regard to toolbars and UI. I replaced Apple's default back button with our own custom back button in multiple places, and assisted in just general bug fixes.